toys, convoys.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see the Cowboys leader at quarterback. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Cowboys and the Seahawks under the lights on Sunday night.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. Mills looking to the air right away. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mills. So the completion good for just 3. They'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Trying to find Bruce, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because you know.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Graves. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they play, and the defense too, really, but they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, here's Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pick up on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Davis Mills and the offense heading back out. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mills. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 89 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On second down, Jacobs. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Mills will swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Kurt Center. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Graves. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mills to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jacobs going to try the middle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Mills now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warner. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Mills under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Graves. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of Pete Carroll, none too pleased with that. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Graves. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal. Offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
'So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
1st down, Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Mills to the air again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw, Mills. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing on first down. Graves. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first and 8 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Mills on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Derek Young, 31 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Graves. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and down, and the lead now up to 14. There defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, Graves. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Graves. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime in a halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play in 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on third down. Graves. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got Edwards now on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks! Brian Edwards, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a lead down to 14. Anytime taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Graves. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a deep one on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try and throw for it here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Mills. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to maneuver. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a second down throw. It's knocked away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. They're just about to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Graves. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Graves. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 36, Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derek Young, 64 yards. And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting?
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right?
There he goes, left side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a 1-play drive. With a 1-play drive of your own, and you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. Gets around him. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Graves. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw is Mills. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Bryan Edwards with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now come the Cowboys. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off-play action, Graves. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Graves. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Off-play action, Graves. And this one incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink.